Hello and welcome back to another Tonto video. In today's one, we're at the TMNT and Godzilla issue number 1. And yeah, so this is a brand new crossover mini-series, and this one will be about 4 issues. And this one, it seems like it could be a really interesting crossover just because of how much it's really delving into the whole history and lore with the Foot Clan and stuff like that. And it has got me really excited to see where this could all go next, so yeah. Okay, so for the first bit, we do get to see Yoshi. He's walking up to Shredder, and they're talking about how basically both of them have different ideas for what they want to do to the Foot Clan, and how it should be, you know, like running things and that kind of stuff. Shredder wants to go off and do some stuff, but make it, you know, corrupt, evil and stuff which has basically made it into what it is today. While Splinter wants to make it into more just, you know, the usual classic Foot Clan kind of stuff and just be honourable, how it was and that kind of stuff. And we don't really see eye to eye like you normally would. However, today, on this day, they have more or less come to an agreement that basically they know that they need to come together, put the differences aside, just so that they can go back to the old ways of the Foot Clan to defeat a terrible threat. Now, on the next page is where we find out that the terrible threat is actually Godzilla, and it's coming to the island of Odu to fight off the Foot Clan, and oh boy, this looks like it's going to be a really interesting fight, and yeah, just wow. So on the next page, we do get to see a little bit more of this, where we do get to see Godzilla, he's growling, and then he roars, and we do even get to see a little hint of some other total lore in this one, because Shredder goes on to name drops Kitsune. That's quite cool. And Splinter, he goes on, or he's not really Splinter, he's more of a Yoshi. He goes on to say that Godzilla's been asleep for like a millennia. However, just due to everything that's happened with technology and stuff like that, it's waking him up, and now he's come back to fight. And that's when we do get to see at the bottom, Shredder goes in for the first attack, and wow, this just looks really amazing. Yeah, Forever Pay doing the artwork is just amazing as always. God, I can't wait to see more of this. And yeah, so after that, we do have some other previews, and this is actually coming from some of the most recent Toho comics, but for some reason they're giving out exclusive previews in the comics, which, yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool. So for the first one, we do get to see Splinter. He's going on to say, he's going on to talk about the kaijus and stuff like that, all the big monsters from Godzilla. This is a very good time for me to say that I don't know anything about Godzilla, so this is going to be jumping on point for me. I doubt I actually get hooked onto it, but I guess we'll wait and see about that. But either way, Splinter is saying basically, like, the kaijus, they've been there, and sometimes they've been good to humanity, they've helped out, and they've been also been known as like the champions of mankind. However, because of that, they have also become enemies sometimes, and they've gone to destroy stuff and all that kind of stuff. However, there was a clan that basically rose up to trying to turn these monsters away, and that clan was the Foot Clan. And oh god, yeah, I mean, this is what I love about this crossover so far, is how they're using like the lore and the history of the Turtles, and then like reworking it into something that like works really well for this crossover. I don't know, I don't think it would work like too well for like a normal told story, but I feel like for something like this, it works really well, and I can't wait to see much more of this. And then for the next page, we do get to see like Leo goes and says that, oh yeah, you know, Master, you can teach us. And then Donnie says, oh yeah, well, maybe we can send them missiles. And Raptor wants to kick a 30-story critter right back to where it belongs. But Splinter goes on to say that there's a lot more of all this kind of stuff, and goes on to explain a little bit more about what happened previously with Godzilla coming to the island and attacking, and saying that basically, like, that Godzilla came to the island and then it was destroying stuff, and it like eventually led to the fall of the Foot Clan. And I must admit here, like, looking at the contrast between the colours and how the artwork is, with it all looking nice at the top and then just being like this horrific horror kind of stuff at the bottom, it looks really great. And it's like, I really like how the colours are used in this one, especially on this page with how they're representing the flashbacks. That looks amazing. I love that page. It looks really great. And then for the final page, we do get to see like Splinter is there, goes on to explain basically after this battle with Godzilla, it eventually led to Hamasu and Shredder eventually splitting ways, with Shredder going off to make the Foot Clan into where it is today. And then this one do cut over and see Millhead. He's projecting a screen onto a wall, and I do like the aspect about Metalhead. That's quite cool. And on the screen is showing that Godzilla, he's back in Japan with all the other monsters wreaking havoc, and that's where I do leave it off for now. I mean, I'd say that overall for this stuff, it does look really great and amazing. I don't know, like I said, just pretty much like what I said before. I was like how they're like taking the lore and history from Turtles and then reworking it into like this crossover, and actually doing something really interesting, fascinating, and actually giving more like depth to the Foot Clan other than just being like a ninja clan. I think that works really well, and if anything, I would definitely like to see like this aspects of this like origin stuff like be brought back into Turtles, because it gives a lot more to the Foot Clan. So yeah. Okay, yeah, so for the next bit, we do have the description. It is the team up of the millennia, Reptile vs Reptile, Green vs Green, who will win this epic showdown. The heroes in the hard shell taking on the kingdom of the monsters. Long before the organization was corrupted by Shredder, the Foot Clan's original purpose was to save Japan from kaiju. Now in the present day, Godzilla and its fellow monsters have reappeared. Not only is the Foot not prepared to stop them, it would seem Shredder himself is behind the attacks. The villainous ninja is attempting to use the kaiju to create a new mission, one that will give his henchmen a massive upgrade. Gamma Tails make it to Japan in time to stop this madness. Join superstar writer Tom Shealy and incredible artist Pharaoh Pei in the biggest crossover of the year. So yeah, I mean, I'd just say that with the description, it is about what I would expect. There isn't really anything in there that's a bit like surprising other than just Shredder, he's behind all this stuff, but at the same time it's him, so like you would expect that kind of stuff. But I've got a feeling that it's going to be something along the lines of this whole storyline. Is it going to be like Shredder's going to get a mutation, he's going to turn himself into a big kaiju, and then Tails and Godzilla team up, either through like the Mechagodzilla one, where Donnie rebuilds him through Metalhead or something like that, or all the Tails become kaijus. It's going to be something like that. I can almost guarantee it. But either way, yeah. So for the covers, we've got cover A, which is done by Pharaoh Penchi. Yeah. Why is this? I always have two different pronunciations of his name. Anyway, we did get to see the Tails jumping down in front of Godzilla with Godzilla in the background. Yeah. I mean, Pharaoh Penchi's artwork is also really great, and this one looks, yeah, amazing, fabulous. I mean, I wish I could say a lot more about this one, but I just don't know much about Godzilla, so my excitement for this one isn't really all too there just yet. But it does look really cool with how the Tails are jumping down from Godzilla. I thought maybe the scaling's a little bit off, but I guess we'll wait and see about that. And then for cover B, which is done by Junibar, this one we do get to see the design of like Leo as Godzilla. He's meditating in the park, which, yeah, I mean, that's actually quite cool to see how they're like using the designs for the toys into this cover, and how they're like really playing onto the fact about the monsters, stuff like that. I mean, at first I didn't really recognize the whole details about it being like Leo in the park, but either way, this is a pretty cool cover. I feel like this is going to be one which, yeah, I feel like it's going to be like one of these ones which the more you look at, the more you like see little details and be like, oh. Then for cover C, which is the last one which I'm going to look at, which is done by Vladimir Ravers. Pretty sure I said it wrong, sorry. Either way, we get on this one, we do get to see the Turtle Van with the Turtles. We're driving through, I believe it's Japan, I think it is. We've got crossing a bridge, and yeah, I mean, don't have anything else to really say about it other than that. The art style is kind of cool. Anything else I can say? I mean, I like the use of red in this one. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to really say about this one. But yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'd say that overall for this one, I'm looking forward to this, just to see how it can be doing everything with the origins of the Foot Clan, stuff like that. But I guess we'll wait and see about that. But yeah, that's game for today, guys. If some please share, subscribe, and all that stuff. Goodbye, yo, bye.